have you got a time scale of how long you might want John Taylor to be involved for?
We don't want to, like I say, I don't want to overdo it with him. So it would be probably a half a football maximum.
Yeah. What about Ben Close? I think a few weeks ago you said he was also, that was the one he would target.
Ben's a little bit further off. Like John, when he's back and he's close to being fully involved, you get a little tweak here and there. Ben's got a little tweak on his quad that's just going to delay him probably 10 days or so.
Will you work within the rules of that competition, or will you take a hit to make a few more changes?
I think we'll work within the rules of it, because I think there's 4 starting outfield players that need to be within the rule book, don't they? But we'll definitely make a lot of changes, and it'll be classed as a development squad with some valuable experience and minutes for them.
How do you get the lads up for a game like that? Because obviously coming off the back of a high of not just today, but you've had a few good wins recently. Some of the youngsters have been involved. It might feel like a step down slightly. I mean, atmosphere, there may only be 1,500 fans there.
Well, if that is the case, then they won't be at this club for long. So they need to be chomping at the bit. We're winning. They want to get in this team. It's a big game for a lot of players Tuesday. A lot of young players that are on our bench and around the periphery of it, and some youth team players will get on the bench. And it'll be the biggest game of their career, a lot of them, playing at the stadium, Newcastle 21's team in a first team game. So I'm not concerned one bit about anyone not being up for the game.
Yeah. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Just wondered if those sorts of games, when you think back to how Sutton and Rotherham, going far in the competition last year, went hand in hand with good seasons for them in the league.
Yeah, they had, Sutton were a surprise team last year, but as we all know, they're really good at what they do. And yeah, they had a great season, and it's a great. I went to the Checkatrade final when Coventry won it against Oxford 4 or 5 years ago. 45,000 fans from Coventry. It was a great day for Coventry as a city. So. But we do know where we're at with it. We know we've got players that need to be tested at the level, and we will treat the group stages as a development group, and then hope we get through. And then once you get through, it's knockout football, isn't it?
What have you made of how the under-21s teams, as they're now categorised, and their approach to the competition? There hasn't been one that's gone that far in it as yet. No,
but again, it's big nights for them because they're playing against pros. But sometimes they come to stadiums that are only a third the size of their own, so they probably prefer home games. But some real quality players. Listen, if them top teams get 2 players that come out of that group and play in their first team on a regular, then it's a success for them, isn't it? So they know there's always going to be a few not to the level and in the longer term, but it's something that's great for the young pros.